Mountain News at 11.
Tonight, the Letcher County Fiscal Court called a special meeting to discuss a resolution over gun rights. The county declared themselves a Second Amendment sanctuary, following the lead of several nearby counties in Kentucky and Virginia. I was there as members from the fiscal court heard from the community and made a decision. Monday night, dozens of people filled the courtroom, hoping their presence would show their support.
Since 8 years old, my father put my first gun in my hand.
This is the first time we've actually had to move from the district courtroom to the circuit courtroom.
Those in attendance were given a chance to speak. While many spoke of being veterans, others spoke of their Appalachian culture.
We're pretty steeped in tradition, you know, and things are handed down. A lot of us started hunting when we were, you know, kids. I don't feel guns hurt people. I feel bad people with guns hurt people.
And with the unanimous vote, Letcher County will be a sanctuary county. Members of the fiscal court say even if there were any opposing opinions, their vote would not have changed.
We would have given everybody an opportunity to speak and express their concerns. I just feel that in our area, the support for the Second Amendment is large.
All in hopes surrounding counties will reach out to their communities to do the same.
We've got Republicans and we've got Democrats both that sit on our fiscal court, and this is not a party issue. It's common sense, and it's the Constitution.
Wanting to send a message to Washington and Frankfort that they have a say in what happens in their lives, too. And in speaking with Judge Executive Terry Adams, he hopes other surrounding counties will follow suit. Now, the resolution doesn't have any legal ramifications. It is only a statement of support for gun rights. Now to a story that's trending over on WIMT.com. Pineville officers say a woman who went with her regular probation visit was arrested after her drug screen. Police say this woman right here, Julie Miller, tried to pass off her dog's urine as her own. Miller said she brought it in because she knew she would fail the drug test. Miller was charged with tampering with physical evidence. West Virginia Governor Jim Justice approved the firings of an entire Department of Corrections cadets training class today. This after pictures of the class doing what appears to be a Nazi salute went viral. A state report also recommends the firing of one additional staff member who did not report the content of the picture. The investigation also found that the instructor knew about the salute and actually encouraged it, ensuring the behavior was appropriate.
We have to look at the big picture with the Department of Corrections and Rehabilitation. We have to not only look at these individuals involved, but what could possibly happen a month or 10 years down the road with these individuals.
Secretary Jeff Sandys says that as a result of this incident, they are going to be providing additional training to cadets in order to prevent this from happening again. New at 11 tonight, the friends and workers of a Boyd County deputy jailer are feeling the void of his loss after he was killed in a crash over the weekend. Thomas Muse died after troopers say he lost control on I-64 near Olive Hill and crashed onto a guardrail. Chad Hedrick met with friends who knew Thomas best and say his kindness for others will be what they remember most about him.
If you notice, most of the comments was you're so nice and helpful.
It doesn't surprise jailer Bill Hensley to see the outpour of love and condolences for the loss of one of his deputies.
That is him right there, that smile and how he is with people.
Thomas Mukes was a deputy jailer at the Boyd County Detention Center for over 2 years, never failing to bring a smile to his coworkers, regardless of the situation.
He was so full of energy all the time. He's on my shift, and every morning he brings everybody breakfast, and he's always loud and jumping up and down and happy. And if you're having a bad day, he's always the one everybody kind of leans on.
Travis Hanshaw worked closely with Thomas. It's been more than 24 hours now since the news that his friend had died in this crash in Carter County. The news, though, still raw and hard to process.
It's harder now that I'm here because I'm so used to him coming up to me asking me a lot of questions. And I haven't heard from him. It don't feel real.
Jailer Hensley says Thomas was always thinking of others and made the jail a better place to be. A legacy, he says, that will continue.
The best thing that they could do to honor him is just to be kind to everybody and be kind when you're dealing with people, because that's what he did. So just to kind of follow in his legacy of caring and really truly loving people is the best thing you can do.
For Travis, he'll remember a friend that was more like family and who will always be in his corner.
Just want to say how proud I am of you and that I love you very much, my brother. You know, he's that type of person. He always had your back no matter what.
Thomas Lee is behind 5 children. Kentucky State Police say they believe heavy rain and wet roads were factors in the crash. If you plan on heading up to Lexington for New Year's Eve tomorrow, be sure to know how to get around the city safe. Taxis and self-rides in Lexington are preparing for a long but safe night tomorrow ahead of the celebrations. Quick Cab is just one company planning to give hundreds of rides before and after the ball dropping. Other drivers with Uber and Lyft plan to be out in full force. Safe Ride Kentucky, along with the Kentucky Distillers Association, have been running a promotion since early December, offering a free $10 via Lyft for partygoers to take advantage of.
Be safe, because safety is the priority thing. That's, you know, the drivers are very experienced at what they do, and, you know, we don't want to see nobody get hurt. And that's the main thing about Lexington, you know, being a part of Lexington, a part of the community. You know, our drivers want to see everybody get home safely.
Many taxi companies are also offering discounts. As for Lyft and Uber, consumer experts say it's always a good idea to schedule your ride before price surging occurs to ensure you get home safely. And are you looking for a job? Gordman's is hiring in Eastern Kentucky. They're offering a variety of positions, including store managers and sales associates. Eastern Kentucky locations include Harlan, Hazard, London, Louisa, Moorhead, Paintsville, Somerset, and South Williamson. We have all the locations in Kentucky hiring and instructions on how to apply on our website, WYMT.com.
Well, today was not too bad out there. We saw the sunshine this afternoon, and we are seeing those clear skies continue into the overnight hours. Let's go ahead and take you outside right now. Interstate 64 in Moorhead. Looking a little bit cloudy, but we are dry for the most part. Traffic moving pretty smooth as well, but those temperatures, they are falling very quickly. Some of us still in those mid to upper 40s, but lower 40s as you head more to the north and to the west. Lexington already at 40 degrees. So those temperatures going to continue to fall thanks to winds now shifting out of the west. And satellite and radar showing a few clouds starting to move in, maybe a few sprinkles as well. Just a very stray rain chance for tonight. But overall, we're going to see those winds continue to rushing in that cooler weather, and we're going to start to dry out as we head into New Year's Eve and New Year's Day. I'll let you know what temperatures you can expect here in just a little bit, Lacey.
Thanks, Kelly. A family in Clay County was rescued earlier today. They were driving on Chop Bottom Road when floodwaters swept their car away. They were able to make it out of the car and stayed on the roof until help arrived. The Clay County Sheriff wants to remind you to turn around, do not drown.
If you come across a roadway that's flooded, don't drive through it. You don't know how deep it is, and it don't take much water to take your vehicle downstream. As the old saying is, don't drown, turn around.
EMS took the family to a nearby medical center to be treated for possible injuries. When a law enforcement officer is killed in the line of duty, their name is etched on a special wall in Washington, D.C. Nearly 100 years ago, Alonzo Lon Robinson with the Pikeville Police Department put on a badge for the last time. On May 16, 1929, Robinson was shot and killed while serving a search warrant on a man for possessing liquor at his home. Chief Chris Edmonds says he is happy to see Robinson get the recognition he deserves.
We want his name to be there because he gave the ultimate sacrifice for Pike County. You know, this year in Police Week up in Washington, he'll be on a candlelight vigil. He'll be etched into the wall now.
This is all thanks to the work of a retired police officer. Robinson is one of 2 Pikeville police officers killed in the line of duty. His name is now etched on the National Law Enforcement Memorial. The next Police Week in Washington, D.C. will be held in May. Getting a specialty license plate will now cost more. Starting today, the state is requiring a $10 donation for certain plates. The fee was already required for university, military, and nature plates. This new rule adds several charitable organizations to the list. The total cost of specialty license plates is now $44. A coffee shop opened in Harlan this morning, and owners say they felt it was a blessing. The Moonbow Tipple coffee shop took years in the making, and owners did not know if they would see it open. Owner Sky Marietta said everything fell into place and went better than they expected this morning.
You know, we'd love to see it grow. We'd love to be able to hire more people. We'd love to have community events here because really it's about creating a center for the community.
The shop filled 173 orders and used a week's worth of supplies. Almost 12 hours from kickoff, Kentucky and Virginia Tech will do business on the gridiron with one coming out Belk Bowl champions. Will Puckett has the day's recap from Charlotte.
At noon, Kentucky and Virginia Tech will do battle in the building behind me. But before any of that starts, a media day Monday was held, and then it all finished with a pep rally to get Kentucky fans ready for the matchup against Virginia Tech.
I'm just so thankful. I'm so thankful for this opportunity. I'm so thankful to be able to put on this jersey every day.
While Cash Daniel and the seniors are thankful, they're also looking forward to playing one last time with their teammates at the Belk Bowl.
I mean, everything to me, you know, just being able to rock this Kentucky blue one last time, so it means a lot to me.
For Media Day, they went for a final walkthrough, but fans hit the NASCAR Hall of Fame and are pretty confident in their Cats.
34-17 Cats. Lynn Bowden 225,
40-21 Cats.
While the fans got pumped up,
I didn't think there would be this many people show up. I'm beyond expectations.
They also look forward to the New Year's Eve matchup.
You know, I've got a feeling Lynn Bowden may break a few rushing records. Cats are going to come out hot. Virginia Tech's going to give it to us early, but we're going to come out in the end.
All to bring home another win. Noon on ESPN. Can Kentucky get to 8 wins and back-to-back bowl wins? We'll find out soon enough. In Charlotte, Will Puckett, WYMT Mountain News.
And coming up at 11, an armed volunteer takes out a church shooter. Learn more about the man who wanted to terrorize churchgoers and the man who saved them.
Temps tonight will be colder than they have been in a while, and cooler weather continues into 2020. I'll have your forecast coming up.